Welcome back. We are here with a special guest, Joe Burns. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty fantastic. Woke up, Rockoff first thing on my mind, and I appreciate you guys for taking me in on this.
So tell us about yourself and a little bit about Delta Sigma Pi.
So I'm the Vice President of Marketing for Delta Sigma Pi, and Delta Sigma Pi, or DSP for short. In the past, we haven't really had marketing events, right? And I'm in a couple bands. I've had some experience with music, and one thing is that the local bands around here don't really get much influence, not much publicity. And I think DSP would be a nice segue to get them out there. So we came up with a Kent Rockoff to kind of get them out there.
Cool.
So yeah.
Going on past that, what got you involved in local music and got you involved in playing in these bands that you're a part of?
Involved in local music, I don't know. I transferred here last semester, and my first thing, I wanted to do two things. Join DSP and start a band. And I got those done within the first week. But I've been playing drums since I was 12, and I don't know, music's just always been a passion of mine. It's freaking awesome.
What made you choose the drums?
Honestly, I don't even really know. Oh yeah, so I was at a concert in 6th grade, my sister's band concert, and I saw this guy just absolutely rip a crazy drum solo. And I looked to my grandma and I was like, "Hey grandma, I want to do that." And she's like, "Those are too loud." But I ended up making something work out. So.
That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. So, okay, the question of the day. What is the Kent Rockoff?
The Kent Rockoff, there's a lot of levels to it, and that's a great question. So the Kent Rockoff, at its core, is a battle of bands.
Okay.
10 bands competing against each other for $1,000, right? But the main premise of it is to advertise local businesses, advertise local bands, and we're working with a local charity, PCLC or Aspire, and they help kids get their GEDs. So the Kent Rockoff is everything, really.
Yeah, it's everything.
It gets everybody involved in the community, and we do marketing for local businesses, and they have tables. The bands are going to have tables. So it's really just a time for everybody to get around and just have a good time, you know?
Yeah,
just
that's
enjoy
wonderful.
life in the community.
Mm-hmm. So what made you come up with the idea of the Rockoff and kind of inspired you to use DSP as a platform to make it what it is?
So the Rockoff, funny thing, there used to be something called the Tri-C High School Rockoff, which is what Live Nation used to host at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It brought all these high school bands from all around Ohio together, and it was a community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all these bands performed every year, and they looked forward to it. They would practice all year for this thing. Last year, they stopped doing it. And I know a couple of people from my old high school that I used to play at this contest with, and they're like, "Yeah, it really sucks they don't have a community like that anymore." And I think DSP was a really nice way to introduce this, because now we have a whole team that can bring this back to life and bring that community aspect back.
That's really cool. That's so interesting. So on the back end of things, so you said sponsors. Who's the sponsors? Like, who's getting involved? Who's working behind the scenes of this event?
So our biggest sponsor is actually Woodsy's Music, and I was a little nervous to approach them, but I kind of went up to them. I was like, "Hey, we're doing this crazy thing, and we need help. And also, maybe will you sponsor for us?" And they're like, "Yeah." After talking with the owner, they're giving us over $6,000 in music equipment.
Oh wow!
And
okay.
the Dusty Armadillo is having us in there, and they work closely with Woodsy's. And then we're also sponsored by, we just got sponsored by Red Bull, so we're going to have all these Red Bulls there too. And there's so many local businesses like Franklin Square Deli, there's Guy's Pizza, Rolling Scones, Kent Sportswear, Brandon and Kent. There's so many local businesses that are going to be there and celebrate this event.
That's so wonderful. So with these sponsors, how did you go about getting them?
So we have a committee in DSP, the marketing committee, right?
Yes.
And there's around 20 people, and we meet every Tuesday. And we just came up with the idea, just kind of like door to door, but for business to business. So I guess business to business sales. So we go in there and say, "Hey, we can advertise for you. We can get your name out there, and also we can get you associated with all these students that go to Kent if you help us sponsor the event." And and that's how we got them involved. And all these sponsors, they're the most awesome people in the world.
That's wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
That's so great. So the question, you said there's 10 bands, right?
Yeah.
Do you know any of the bands' names off the top of your head right now?
Let me see if I can name them all. So there's, first of all, playing first, Dead in the Water, and then we have Soju Bomb, Pandori, The Breaks, The Days, Retro Vertigo. Oh man, geez, there's a lot. Sunset Revival, Sunset Drive, 2 Sunsets, different bands. And then there's a couple other ones. I'll post them on the Instagram. Check out the Instagram. You'll see the rest of them.
You should. So you mentioned a charity involvement with this. Where's the money going to? Is it all going to that charity? Is it split?
Yes.
How's that working?
So the whole thing behind this event is we're advertising DSP. We're marketing DSP. We're not trying to make money. Any money that we leave with any sort of profit goes directly towards PCLC and Aspire. This is a marketing event, and so we want to get everybody involved and market the community, right? We don't want anything out of it besides to benefit everybody.
That's wonderful. So this event's tomorrow at the Dusty Armadillo, right?
Duh.
What time?
It's going to be at 5 p.m.
Okay.
Doors open, and then the first band goes on between 5:50 and 6.
Okay. Now, for the sake of Adam, I'll say this. Have you ever thought about adding a trumpet to one of your 2 personal bands that you're a part of?
Yes. And, we've had a couple of jam sessions with trumpet guys, but, we kind of, I think we cover some songs where, like, for example, we had this one song by Sublime. I can't remember the name of it. But they have a trumpet solo. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Totally forget. But that's more like ska. But we kind of prefer the I guess, electric to it.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah.
That's so interesting. What instruments are included with your band, real quick?
Oh my goodness. Soju Bomb, I would say. So we have drums, electric, bass, and a singer. The basics, and then Bitter Bitter, pretty much the same setup with an extra guitar.
Bitter. Repping the merch.
Repping the merch.
Do you have any last-minute thoughts or anything you want us to know before tomorrow?
Yeah, go on Kent Rockoff Instagram, follow the Instagram. Tickets are on sale right now for $8. It's going to be awesome. The whole community is going to be there, and we're hoping it's going to be a freaking blast. You can win prizes in between sets for like best dancing and stuff like that. There's going to be raffles, and yeah.
Perfect. That sounds wonderful.